Frederick Douglass was born in Maryland on the 7th of February 1818. He never knew his father and was separated from his mother at a young age. He also lived with his grandmother.
I didn't know I was a slave until I found out I couldn't do the things I wanted.
At the age of 8, he was sent to Baltimore, where his owner's wife went against the law by teaching Frederick how to read and write. In Baltimore, he worked as a ship caulker in the seaport. He spent 7 years in Baltimore before he was sent back to the country where he was hired, delusion that he would be free by the end of the year and plan an escape just like Harriet Tubman. But when they discovered his plan, they jailed him. He was encouraged by a free black woman named Anna Murray. He dressed as a free black seaman. One of them gave him identification papers that said he was a free man. Living in Baltimore, he worked at a shipyard and finally realized his dream. He escaped from the city on September 3, 1838, traveling by train, and arrived in New York City. Weeks later, he settled in New Bedford, Massachusetts, living with his wife and 4 children under his new name, Frederick Douglass. After slavery, Frederick Douglass became a great leader in the abolitionist movement. He published a newspaper called the North Star, which is how he promoted freedom for all slaves. The North Star was used to fight for women's rights and other oppressed groups. The motto was,
"Right is of no sex, truth is of no color. God is the Father of us all, and we are all brethren."
Frederick Douglass opened the first hospital for blacks in Philadelphia in 1895. In 1948, it was named after him, Mercy Douglass Hospital. His book, Narrative of the Life of Frederick Douglass, was published in 1845, recounts the life in the pre-Civil War plantations in which he lived and worked before his escape. In this novel, he describes the cruelty of his masters and the debased lives of slaves. After he wrote the narrative of the life of Frederick Douglass, he was afraid someone would capture him and return him to slavery. In 1846, friends in London raised over $700 to purchase Douglass's freedom from Thomas Auld. Douglass was finally and officially free. In conclusion, Frederick Douglass was one of the foremost leaders of the abolitionist movement, which fought to end slavery within the United States.